All right, so this is the breakdown for spins and stops. So this Wednesday, we only did each of the shapes. There will be body in between the shapes, but for now, just focus on getting the rifle where it needs to be and making sure that your body is arriving on count 5 of every single catch. So when we start, this one will be in second position because we're using the body, and we're gonna start at a right flat just like before. When we initiate, I need to see your left hand go to your thigh every single time. Don't push across, don't press the buzzer. It needs to go straight down to your thigh every single time. Initiations need to be clean. So from here, we'll count 5, 6, 7, push on 8, just like the other 2 exercises. We're gonna do 4 spins and stop on 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The first angle is gonna be cross port, all right? And we wanna be reaching for the clip, and our hand from our thigh is going to slice across to the end of the butt, all right? So the body for this is going to be a forced arch, twisting the hips to the right, right? And our focus will be down, your elbows should be lifted. Again, any position we hit, your elbows should be lifted and it should feel like they're being pulled away from you. This all has to happen on 5, all right? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So it's a nice tight, it's a light but a tight squeeze on count 5. We hold this for 5, 6, 7, on 8, you're gonna lightly separate. So you wanna think of the gun lifting up off of your thumb. Your thumb is a shelf and that's what's lifting it up. Your left hand is simply guiding, not pulling the butt so that you can open back up to your starting position, all right? After you do that, your left hand comes to your thigh and you go back to normal spins, all right? So this will be 8 and 1. If you notice, the tip is down on 8, it's up on 8 and, just like all of our normal spins. The next shape is going to be true port. You want the butt in front of your mouth, bolt is straight up and down, and my elbows are being pulled out. We're gonna come up to passe, all right? What we talked about on Wednesday was shifting your hips over that left foot so you're not doing that annoying horse thing, all right? So push through your tendu, push, pull that passe up so that we're holding that for 3.5 counts, all right? So that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, push 5, all right? So you wanna really squeeze the butt, squeeze the stomach, squeeze everything, and make sure you're lifting up so that we can hold that passe, all right? 5, 6, 7 on 8 and, same exact transition, 8 and 1. The body, this needs to go through a développé, reach into second, all right? This just can't be, all right, not having that. So passe, développé on 8 and 1, all right? I wanna see that weight shift. So 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is gonna be an open angle or just port. When we do this, we're gonna push to that same position. You're gonna lift up to attitude derriere, so it's a bent leg behind you. We're gonna look over to the left, all right? For passe, we're gonna look to the right. I forgot to include that, all right? Everything arrives on 5. From here, the transition is the exact same. We're gonna open up on 8 and, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From here, we're gonna catch flat. Make sure we're still at the clip and the end of the butt, and your bolt is going to be flat, all right? We're gonna look up for this. When you look up, don't do this, all right? You need to keep your back flat, tailbone tucked under. All we're lifting up is our head, all right? The motion of the head should not affect the curvature of your spine, okay? So make sure you're keeping that in check. From here, we still do the same thing. 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The last one is gonna be a low port or low angle. All we're doing is balancing on the left foot, and we're looking out and down, all right? From here, on 7 and, we're gonna push, and we're gonna lift up into a butt toss. So 7 and 8 and 1. We're gonna catch in the right flat, wrapping both hands. Right after the release from here, push, catch. You're gonna step down and release at the same time. After that push, it needs to go right to your thigh. Also, when you catch, you need to catch in the middle of the butt. All the other positions were at the end, but for this one, because we're tossing, we need to be able to manipulate that weight correctly by grabbing in the middle, all right? So here's the whole exercise. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So at the end, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1. I was an and count late, but you want to pull up on 7 and then that passe. What I didn't do was I took too long to pull my leg up, so the weight of my leg moving made my body shift. So make sure that you're not doing that mistake as you go through this exercise.